everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we're making another My Little Pony custom. We're going to be making a My Little Pony villain. So I recently made Lord Tarek, and if you have not seen that video yet, make sure to check it out after this video. So today I'm going to be making the demon form of Sunset Shimmer. So when Sunset Shimmer was a villain, she turns into this yellow and orange kind of demon form. I'm not sure if she actually had a name in that form, but she actually looks pretty scary. And to make her, I'm going to be using Fluttershy. And this is because Fluttershy's outfit is a lot closer to the outfit that Sunset Shimmer wears. So I'm really excited about this custom. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take off Fluttershy's hair. So if you're doing this at home, make sure to get your parents' permission and their help because this is not very easy to do. Next, we're going to take a large lump of clay, and this mold that I'm using is for Trolls, Guy Diamond, but I think the hair is very similar to what Sunset Shimmer has. So I'm just going to use it to make the basic shape. Now cutting some space on the end, I'm going to attach it to Fluttershy's head and wait for it to dry. Now we're going to paint the entire body, so this is going to be a reddish orange. Now we're going to paint the eyes. So I'm going to use black to trace out a rectangular shape. Then add in her blue eyes. Color in with the black. And dot it with the black. Then with the red, I'm going to draw in her eyebrows. Using white, I'm going to draw in her mouth, and this is kind of an evil grin. I'm going to make sure to add her fangs. For her hair, I'm going to paint it entirely in yellow first. And then over my pencil drawing, I'm going to paint in the red flames. We're going to paint her shirt yellow. With her skirt, I'm going to trim it so that it looks jagged. And then I'm going to paint it entirely in yellow. And then after attaching her skirt, we're going to add in her black belt. And add in the red stripes on her skirt. We're going to paint the top portion of her boots dark red. And then paint the bottom portion of her boots black. To make her wings, I'm going to be using my 3D pen. So I penciled out the shape that I want, and I'm going to put a piece of plastic on top so it doesn't melt the paper. And then using red, I'm going to draw out the shape. Now switching to black, I'm going to turn this over and cover the back side in black. Alright everyone, so here is my completed Evil Sunset Shimmer. Oh my gosh, does she look mean or what? So I think she turned out really cool. I really like the effect of the 3D pen on her wings. The inside is red and the back side is black, and there's some holes and gaps in it, similar to the one on the character. So her face is kind of scary. And I think she's supposed to look like this, so a little bit evil. Her hair actually turned out pretty cool too. This is different in style from the other two that I've done, but I think it turned out pretty okay because of the dual colors in it. And just to compare, here is Daydream's shimmer. They look so different. So we have a brighter colored one, and then we have the dark evil looking one. So which one do you like better? Do you like the good Sunset Shimmer or the evil Sunset Shimmer? Let me know down below in the comment section. And if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we're going to be making a new split doll. I'm going to be making half Sunset Shimmer and half Evil Sunset Shimmer. So I've been thinking about doing this doll for a long time. I just wasn't sure how she's going to turn out, so hopefully she'll turn out good today. Before we start, if you've been enjoying my custom videos, make sure to subscribe so that you know that when my next videos are out. Just click on the subscribe button and hit the bell too. So to make this split doll, we're going to be using Sunset Shimmer. This one is the one where she's wearing her original outfit as seen in the original Equestria Girls movie. Alright, let's get started. Starting with the head, what I'm going to do is take off the right side of Sunset Shimmer's hair. And I've actually never done this before, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to keep the left side down, and on the right side we're going to build her hair up with clay so that it flows upwards. So hopefully it doesn't look too strange. But I'm going to be using an X-Acto knife, and we're going to kind of cut around this area, around her head. And as always, if you're doing this at home, make sure to get your parents to help you, because X-Acto knives are very sharp and you need to be very careful. The front has been cut, and we're going to take off the bangs. Now we still have this back portion that we need to cut. I cut the back of the hair off camera because it took a really long time. And this is the result. So here it is. So we have this piece that came off, and I'm going to try to smooth this side a little bit more before we build the rest of the hair. I'm going to be using oven baked clay, and this is because I can use various colors and mix them so that I don't have to paint them. I'm going to start with a large roll of yellow clay, and I'm going to mix regular orange and light orange into it. We're going to roll it together until it has a marbly look. We're not going to blend it too much because I want that yellow and orange to both stand out. With a marble colored clay, we're going to roll them out into a teardrop shape. We're going to make sure that one end is more narrow than the other one. Then we're going to flatten it. With these flattened pieces, we're going to start placing them around the head. And blend it in a little bit. Then we're going to add some smaller pieces on the front. There's some space in the middle, so I'm going to use a triangular piece of clay to fill it in. Then we're going to use more clay to wrap around it. Once we have all the pieces together, we're going to start blending it. On the bottom, they're going to be all blended together. At the very top, we're going to separate out 3 pieces so that they become 3 flame tips. Using an X-Acto knife, I'm going to trim around the face for a cleaner hairline. And we're going to smooth it all down. Now to add some color, I'm going to use small pieces of red clay and we're going to place them around the hair. And then I'm just going to use my fingers to blend them into the rest of the hair, but we're going to stretch it out so they look like flames. So we're going to do a few narrow strips on the side and also on the top. So we're just going to keep blending them. Alright, so the hair is done. Now we're going to paint the face. I'm going to paint the face a reddish orange color. Now with a dark orange brown color, I'm going to paint in the eyebrows. Underneath with black, we're going to color in the eyes. Using aqua, I'm going to paint very small irises on the bottom left of her eye. Then we'll give her small black pupils. Now with white, we're going to paint in the teeth and add 1 fang. For her outfit, we're going to start by trimming the collars off first. And then we're going to paint her body an orange-red color. For the skirt, I'm going to paint the right side of it yellow. Now we're going to finish her outfit. Using yellow, I'm going to paint the top portion of her dress. Then on her skirt, we're going to cut a few pieces off so it looks a little bit jagged. And then we're going to paint a large orange stripe. We're going to paint one more orange stripe in the back. And to finish her dress, we're going to paint the middle portion with black. Now for her boots, we're going to cover this purple part with black and paint the top edges with red. Now we're almost done. So to make the tail, I'm taking an orange piece of clay and I'm going to cut some jagged lines on it. Then we're going to place it over a piece of yellow and blend it together. Then over this piece, we're going to cut out the shape of the tail. Now we're going to smooth it down and then bake it. For the wings, I'm going to start with a flat piece of black, and on top I'm going to layer a red piece. I'm going to trim the top so that it's clean. And then using my X-Acto knife, I'm just going to cut out the shape of a wing. So these wings kind of look like bats, so they're a bit sharp on the edges. To make holes, I'm using a little tube. And for a smaller hole, I'm just going to use my tweezers here to poke a hole through. Then we're going to bake it and we'll be done. Alright everyone, and we are done with our split pony. So here we have Sunset Shimmer on one side that is completely untouched. So her hair, her skin tone, and her outfit is all the same. On the other side, however, we have the evil Sunset Shimmer, and she has a reddish orange skin tone. She has some evil looking eyes, and her hair is up in flames. So the base of the hair is yellow with some orange, and then we added some darker red flames to it, which I think actually turned out pretty cool. So you can see here, that's all the way up. And over here is her outfit. Her outfit is a mix of black, orange, and yellow. And here is a close-up of the wings. So the wings is two-colored. It is red on the front and black on the back side. Her tail is also two-toned. It is orange on the top and yellow on the bottom side, and they both look like flames. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my half doll. And if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome to Evie Toy House. Today we're making a new Equestria Girls custom. We're going to be using Sunset Shimmer here and turning her into Daydream Shimmer. And she looks really cool with big wings and hair that flies upwards. So for her body, I'm going to be using Verity's body and dress because it looks a little bit closer to what Daydream Shimmer wears. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is remove Sunset Shimmer's hair. We're going to take all of it off, including the back, so that we're going to rebuild her hair. And this time I'm going to be using the Das brand of modeling clay. My last custom, Cruella de Vil, I had used a different brand, and after it dried, it shrunk and cracked. So this time I'm back to using this brand, and hopefully I shouldn't have that problem again. So I'm going to make a few strips of clay, and taking those clay, I'm going to start attaching it to Sunset Shimmer's head. I'm going to put her bangs here and add more strips. Once I have all the strips that I need, I'm going to blend it with my little blending tool here. While the clay is drying, I'm going to work on the face. So I'm going to reshape the eyes using white. And then paint her face a light orange color. Using black, I'm going to line the top part of her eyes and add some lashes. And some eyebrows. For her mask, I'm going to use a reddish orange color. I'm going to draw in the sides. And on this side, since she has a hair on that side, you won't see as much of the mask. And I'm going to paint her lips and color her eyes a teal green color. Add the black pupils and dot her eyes white. Next, I'm going to paint her hair yellow first. So I'm going to paint her whole head yellow and then come back in with reddish orange for the highlights. And I'm going to make these highlights look like flames. Next, I'm going to mix the batch of resin and I'm going to tint it yellow and add some glitter. After mixing it really well, I'm going to pour it on some plastic so that it dries in a flat sheet. After 2 days, the resin is dry. I'm going to trace and cut out her wings. And with the remaining piece, I'm going to make the back side of her skirt. Now I'm going to paint her neck and arms the flesh tone, which is light orange. And also her legs. Next, we're going to add some details to her dress. I'm going to add her necklace, color her top pink. I'm also going to paint the back side of her dress pink too. I'm going to add some yellow details. And paint the trim of her dress light blue. Finally, I'm going to paint her boots a light orange color. Alright everyone, so here is my completed Daydream shimmer. What do you guys think? So I added some glitter to her hair to make it more sparkly and have it match her wings. And so overall, I think the resin gave it a really cool effect to have that kind of transparent wings and also as part of her dress. For her horn here, I actually just used a triangular piece for it. I didn't make it round. And her hair, I think, turned out pretty good. So it's super sparkly. I just really love the red and yellow colors. So here's a close-up of her face. So she has a more serious face. She is not really smiling, and her eyes are just a little bit more focused than the other dolls I've done. So here is my Midnight Sparkle. I think they look pretty good as a pair, and here they are facing off. Do you think Daydream Shimmer can convince Midnight Sparkle to let go of Twilight Sparkle? So I made Twilight Sparkle a few weeks ago, so if you have not checked out that video, make sure to do so. I have the link up above in the I button and down below in the description. And let me know down below in the comment section which one you like better. Do you like Midnight Sparkle or do you like Daydream Shimmer? Alright, so make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, and welcome to Evie's Toy House. I hope you guys enjoyed my recent split pony custom, which was Sunset Shimmer and Evil Sunset Shimmer. This one was a lot of fun to make. If you have not seen it, make sure to check her out after this video. So today we're going to be doing another split pony custom. We're going to be making Sunset Shimmer and Daydream Shimmer. Daydream Shimmer was featured in Friendship Games, and so that's why we are going to be using this Sunset Shimmer, who is wearing a different outfit. Before we begin, if you enjoy my custom videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you know when my next custom is out. Alright, let's get started. Starting with the hair, we're going to cut off the right side. So we're going to cut off this piece of the bang, and also on the back side we're going to trim off this piece here on the left side. And I'm going to be using my X-Acto knife. If you're doing this at home, make sure to get your parents to help you, because this is not very easy to do, and X-Acto knives are very, very sharp. So the bangs is coming off. We're going to have to clean off the edges here to take off that bit of glue, and then we're going to cut the back. Right, for the back, I've cut these off camera, and let's see if we can remove it. Yep, there we have it. So I'm going to clean the edges here so it's a little bit smoother, and then we can start adding the new hair. I'm going to be using oven baked clay. I have a ball of orange clay here that's very similar to Sunset Shimmer's color, and we're going to mix in strips of yellow. We're just going to mix it a few times so that the yellow does not blend in too much into the orange. From here we're going to roll out little logs. They're going to be short and stubby and a little bit tapered on the end. So we're going to flatten it and then put it on the head. So here's one piece, second piece, and another one in the middle. We're going to blend it a little bit and shape the tips. And one more piece to add, we're going to add the bangs. For the horn, I'm going to use white clay. I'm going to roll out a long snake and take two of these and just twist it together. And then we're going to make some space on the bangs here and put the horn right in the middle. Now we're ready to bake it. It doesn't look like Sunset Shimmer has a different skin tone. However, I want her to look a little bit different, so I'm going to use a lighter orange color. For the eyes, I'm going to fill in the white parts first. Using black, I'm going to draw in the upper lid of her eye and give her some lashes. Using an aqua color, we're going to paint in her irises. Then with black, we're going to fill in the pupils. For her eyebrows, I'm going to use a dark brownish orange. I'm going to use the same dark orange as her eyebrows for her mask. I'm going to draw in the mask on the middle of her face, and then have it go around the eyes on the bottom. And I'm going to use my dotting tool to dot her eyes with white. We don't need to do anything to the hair. However, for her horn, I'm going to put some Mod Podge and add some white glitter. So I've gone ahead and removed the collar and parts of the outfit so that it's a little bit more flat, and also removed the little edges here on her jacket. Now I'm going to paint the right half a light orange color. So we're going to do the neck, the chest, and the arms and legs. Then for her dress, we're going to paint the top part of her shirt pink. With her skirt, I'm going to paint the bottom ruffles white. Now to make the long part of the skirt, I have my baking mat, and I'm also going to be using some gloss Mod Podge and some yellow acrylic paint, and over it I'll also be using some yellow glitter. So what we're going to do is we're going to spread a thin layer of this Mod Podge out here. Add little bit of color. Just one drop should be enough. And what we want to do is mix the Mod Podge and spread it out. And Mod Podge is really cool in that when it dries translucent and flexible. So we're just going to make a thin layer here and kind of just spread it out. So the Mod Podge has dried and this is what the sheet looks like. It's actually pretty cool. It's nice and flexible. On the smooth side, I'm going to paint it pink. Once the paint is dried, we're going to measure it out again, Sunset Shimmer here, and we're going to cut out the shape of the skirt using scissors. And then we're going to attach it to her body. We're going to take a tiny strip that has just the yellow and we're going to overlay it on the top here. Using blue, we're going to paint her gloves on her hands. And finally, we're going to paint her shoes in orange color. And of course, we need to put her cutie mark on there, so we're going to use dark red and yellow to make a sun. To make her wings, I'm going to be using translucent liquid bakeable clay. This is a Sculpey brand, but you can use any brand that you have. And to make it a little bit more sturdy, I'm going to add small pieces of yellow clay. So we're going to chop it up and blend it in really well so that it's nice and smooth. Now we're going to take the clay and spread it out into the shape of Daydream Shimmer's wings. Alright everyone, so we are done with Daydream Shimmer. What do you guys think? So on the left side here is the Untouched Daydream Shimmer. So she is wearing the outfit from Friendship Games, the really cool tunic and the blue jeans. On the right side here is her transformed look, and she has this very cool hair that is just flying up. It is mostly orange with the yellow highlights. And of course she has this piece of bangs that's kind of just like flying off to the side, and she also has a glowing horn. So it's not really glowing, but it is covered with glitter, so it makes it look very sparkly. Her eye shape is also a little bit different, and she is wearing some kind of a mask over her eyes. And her skin tone is just slightly darker. I made it a little bit darker just so that it stands out from the other side. Her outfit is pretty simple in color, but it's actually kind of complicated to make. So her top is pink, and on the bottom she is wearing her skirt, but also with this extra kind of a back to it. I'm not sure what it's really called. But on the inside it's actually yellow and it's glittery. On the back side is pink. And of course we only have half of it because this is a split pony. So over here you can see her wings sticking out. I put glitter on both sides so it's super sparkly. Her wings are made out of liquid clay, so it's a little bit lighter than if I used regular clay. I think I've used regular clay before and it was more brittle and also tends to fall off. But with this kind of clay it's much lighter, so it'll stick. And of course we have her shoes. You can't really see the details because the camera is not picking up the differences in color, but there is a little sun there on her boots, and there's also a tiny one on her arm. And she has a little necklace too. I don't know if you can see that. And just to compare, we need to have our evil Sunset Shimmer here. So this one was published a few days ago, and as you can see we have the evil form of her where she's looking pretty mean. Her hair is mostly yellow with reddish orange highlights, which is a little bit different than this one where it is orange with some yellow highlights. And of course their wings are completely different, and their faces are completely different too. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my Daydream Shimmer, and which one do you like better? Do you like the evil form or do you like the good form? Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!